1990, ActionAid started work in Ghana in the Boku West district of the Upper East region. After almost 3 decades of working in Ghana, ActionAid's initiatives continue to impact the lives of over 5 million people directly in 11 regions and 20 million indirectly in the 16 regions. ActionAid Ghana's 6th country strategy paper, titled People's Power for Social Justice, is geared towards supporting women living in poverty and social injustice. The strategy enjoins ActionAid Ghana to promote women-led interventions through feminist lenses from a social justice perspective. For Awulatu, ActionAid's campaign on unpaid care work has ensured that the burden of care work is dramatically reduced on women, with men taking up their fair share of the burden of care work.
The men were sensitized on maybe how to help to reduce the workload on women. So now, our husbands are now helping us.
The strategic actions and key focus areas in the strategy seeks to empower women and girls to demand change for themselves, their families, and their communities, like Delali Komida, a member of the Mau Pase Women's Group.
Afiba kuni, yaya nipa 30, inti yewokuom, ese edifo, ana mube chire juma. Juma amu chire no, soya beans, ena yeye. Inti amu chire juma no ye niska, ena yakobo bushia, TUC-Ghana, ena yedi starti juma no. Inti mini mi sister Florence, ena ye starti ye. Lo e ko fa na e start ye start from lo nka ba kosu ye ko sa na ye ko kotoku half nti afi we die ye fa kotoku ba ko na ye di ye adwuma no mi mabe ku school me yiska obo mi manu mo mu kwesku enti me da ase edifo ase se mo man sanjuma yesu yeye ediboa ye ho.
By partnering with like-minded organizations, ActionAid works at linking local and international campaigns to maximize impact of interventions.
NetRight has been in partnership with ActionAid since 1999. When NetRight was formed, ActionAid came to support us to make sure that our women's voices is heard in this country.
ActionAid Ghana advocates for tax justice, calling for government to stop harmful tax incentives awarded to multinational organizations, depriving government of millions to invest in social amenities and provision of crucial services to people living in poverty. Additionally, ActionAid campaigns for government to use tax from citizens to provide amenities and promote social justice in communities like KJB, where ActionAid's partners and communities have been supported to hold government to account for use of tax.
Our campaign and advocacy on this tax justice have brought out buildings. These buildings include a vocational institute, which has been built for the youth, especially those who are not able to continue their education. They will go there to learn any handy work. We build a fire tender office for them.
Guided by feminist principles and a human rights-based approach, ActionAid Ghana seeks to shift and transfer power through empowerment, solidarity, campaigning, and the generation of alternatives. ActionAid Ghana has created platforms for collective action, enabling right holders to proactively engage duty bearers in their localities. By promoting access to basic education for all children, especially those in poor rural communities, ActionAid Ghana works at breaking the systematic poverty cycle that plagues people living in rural communities, supporting access to good quality, child-friendly public education. Such an impact can be felt in the Konkon community in the Ga West municipality, where ActionAid Ghana has worked to guarantee access to education for children. ActionAid Ghana believes that advancing women's rights and gender equality by increasing women's participation in decision-making and leadership is an important, crucial aspect of all efforts to shift unequal power relations. ActionAid Ghana's work ensures that women grow in their confidence, develop skills and knowledge that will enable them to decide on their own destinies. Such is the case of Agnes Awuni, a 34-year-old trader in the Menuso community in the Oti region. After having been empowered by the activities of the Africa We Want project, as well as the African Charter on Democracy, Elections and Governance Initiative, Agnes and other women were motivated to stand for elections as assembly members to represent their communities at their various district assemblies.
Nkonyenye Madam Agnes Awunu Mecho Menusu ActionAid and NOSID to over Kolomi ho last year alebe mi va no am 70 mi va wo workshop na Ghana pe ngoyi alebe mi va sronu to openu fafia me la jineva tro alebe me do ebe na me gbova ma va stand for assembly woman. De nyɔnuwo ƒe ŋgɔyiyi elabe to eyi gbogbo ɖewo va yi la ŋutsuwo sɔŋ koe stana assemblyman yike ŋgɔyiyi ɖeke mele vava le edua me o. Vevetɔ ne nyɔnuviwo ƒe ŋgɔyiyi elebe nyɔnuviwo ƒe fufɔfɔ kabakaba le gbɔsusu vevie le dua me. Ya ta me ɖoe ɖokuinye dzi be ma stand ne woakpe ɖe ŋuti ne ma yi as assembly woman.
Over the years, ActionAid Ghana has learned that the youth gain more experience when they are actively involved in the development process. With the belief that young people are innovators and drivers of change, ActionAid Ghana works in various communities to create platforms that enable young people to unite and contribute to social justice.
ActionAid Ghana has supported the young urban women's movement with livelihood and empowerment skills, campaign and advocacy on sexual reproductive health rights, unpaid care work and decent work advocacy. Now, we are a movement for change, so we work with the vibrant youth, women and girls and boys. So we have activista members joining our group, other youth organizations, so that we drive the change that we want.
Our work with ActionAid has been very successful. It started last year during the 16 days of activism. We did a lot of programs and campaigns with ActionAid on gender-based violence issues and issues in the informal economy. And we think that we are committed to this collaboration and want it to be successful.
The causes of poverty, gender inequality and social injustices in Ghana have become increasingly complex. Achieving social justice requires a concerted effort aimed at building solidarity with people's organizations and social movements. The future promises to be exciting as ActionAid Ghana works through the various social movements to drive their own development agenda.